any poachers or illegal hunters entering the area, we constantly have wildlife ranger on patrol, making sure that those poachers are not entering the area. We're actually going to check in with the airborne warden in the reserve just before we enter. Airborne patrol, this is Simba 1. Do you copy?
Simba 1, keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Roger that, Wilson. Now that's a no copy. It has those black and white stripes much like a zebra, but it's actually one of the only known relatives to the giraffe. It's called the greater kudu. And greater kudu are the second largest antelope here in Africa. Now watering holes like this one on the left, very important gathering places for many of these forest animals, especially larger ones like the black rhino. Now black rhino, oh wow, look at that. There's actually one right there on the left. Now unfortunately, hundreds and thousands of these rhino have been poached for their horns. There's a lot more of those big-fat pelicans here on the island. Now we are going to get a much better view of this hippo here on the left. There's no logs blocking it. And you can see once again that looks like just a giant rock under the water there, but that is a hippo.
Simba 1, come in.
This is Simba 1, over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the Red Clay Pit.
So it looks like we're heading out of the Safi River into a completely different ecosystem. We're going to be seeing lots of different kinds of plants and animals than earlier. For instance, that large baobab tree there on the right. Very common in this area that we're coming into now. We're actually coming up on one of my favorite views in the entire reserve. Absolutely beautiful, folks. You can see just how far out it stretches from this view. It's called the Savannah. And it's all part of the Serengeti grassland, which stretches for hundreds of miles across East Africa. You'll see those cute little animals there with the black stripes. Very, very cute little guys. They're called Thompson's gazelles. Giraffes will eat the undergrowth of the trees, allowing sun to shine through, and that does allow that grass to grow nice and tall. Those are termite mountains. They'll get to be hard as rock when they bake in the sun all day. Now these large reddish-brown cattle here are called Ankole cattle. And those horns can get to be almost 6 feet in length and almost 20 inches in circumference just around the base. Now this animal just here to the left is one of my favorite animals, and I'll tell you why. It has a very special natural defense system. You can see its fur looks very oily. That's because it secretes a natural oil from its fur that helps it to go through bodies of water and come out completely dry on the other side. It's called a water buck. Those are white-bearded wildebeests, also known as the noof for the grunting sound they make. Now you'll see on top of this hill as we pass this tree area, there are some antelopes up there. They're called sable antelopes, and they're the official emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. You'll see them on top of this hill.
What is your location? Over.
Heading towards Monkey Point, Wilson, over.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid poachers may be in the reserve.
Oh no. Oh, that's horrible, Wilson. We'll definitely keep our eyes peeled for anything suspicious and let you know. Just in the back right there, you're going to see a big, beautiful elephant back there. It sounds like we're picking up a local radio frequency or something, which is kind of nice. I guess we lost that local radio frequency. That's alright. So folks, just to the right here, you're going to see some red clay with some tusk marks. Elephants will commonly occupy themselves by those red clay pit areas. They'll eat that red clay for all the nutrients it provides. Oh, and some more elephants to the left. This actually looks like a pretty young elephant too. Those elephants will stay with their mothers for about 14 years after birth, so that elephant's mother is probably very close by actually. great elephant sightings there. Alright, so it looks like a flock of greater flamingo have flown into this water right pool here. Greater flamingo are the lightest in coloring of all flamingo, and they do get that light pink tint from the food that they find, and that is mostly from shrimp. But anything with keratin in it will give them that light pink tint. Now I see some large footprints here in the dirt. White rhino are a great success story here in Africa. At one point they were very close to extinction. Now here on the right to the bottom of the truck, you're going to see those large white eggs. Very, very large eggs. Those are ostrich eggs.
Zimbabwe, I see you at the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
Roger that, Wilson. We'll head that way in just a bit. There's this giant rock structure up ahead. It's called a kopie, and it's a great place to find lion because lion do tend to use that height. Oh, look at that. There's a couple ostrich there. That's a bontebok over there. Bonteboks are very special because they're almost extinct in the wild. Now these white animals we're coming up on, they're standing very, very still. They have those big, long, curly horns. Those are addax. And addax, like the bontebok that we see in the way back right there, are almost extinct in the wild.
There are poachers in the area. Can you help us cut them off?
Alright, Wilson, I think we're in. Uh-oh. Wilson, come in. I'm seeing a smashed gate here on the left. I'm going to enter. Looks pretty suspicious, and it might be where the poachers enter the reserve. Let me know if I'm heading the right way. Over.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going. Can you drive them to my patrol? Over.
Roger that, Wilson. We're heading that way now. Over, folks. Oh, no. Geysers. Hold on.
We located the mother elephant. Thanks to you, they are now both there. Everyone.
We see that baby now, Wilson. Looks like we did get a little bit off of our scheduled adventure. I'm going to have to drop you off just a couple weeks early at the warden's post. And here in Harambe, we don't say goodbye. We say kwaherini, which means go well. So kwaherini, everyone.